YouTube, we got our final play of the week. We have the LA Chargers +7, -105, hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a game that is, I'm mad that I didn't get a better number. There was a lot of +7.5s and 8s. It might have even been 8.5s out there early in the week. But this game, I don't just, come up with these analysis and picks just off the dome, off the gut. I spent a ton of time researching and breaking down the actual numbers of the game and the ratings that I give these players and teams and coordinators and yada, yada, yada. All these different things. It takes a lot of time. And this was one of the games I did at the very end because there was a lot of confusion, and there still kind of is, on the Chargers quarterback situation. So because of that, I didn't get to break this game down as soon as a lot of the other ones. So I didn't get the best number here. So I really am mad that I didn't get a +7.5 because that number is so nice. But there's still value at a +7. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. And I'm still happy with the 7. So we'll take it. With this game, though, I had to... it took long to handicap because I had to make ratings, not just for Justin Herbert, but for Taylor Heineke. I had to make sure that if Heineke is the quarterback, that this is still a good play. And the conclusion of that is yes. Whether it's Heineke, whether it's Herbert, I think it's too many points. Harbaugh is too good of a coach. This game is not in KC. This is a big line. KC, I get it. The Chargers don't have the biggest home field advantage, but this game is still in LA, and KC still has to travel there, and to be laying a touchdown on the road, there's just a lot of points in the NFL. And we've all seen the Chiefs this year. We know how good they are, but they just haven't looked great this year. I'm not saying they're not the best team in the league, but it seems like if it goes anything like last year, that they weren't great really early on in the regular season. They kind of got it figured out towards the end and then really hit their stride in the playoffs. And we'll see if that's what continues to happen. But it's not like they've been blowing anybody out. You could argue that they should have lost all 3 of their games. I'm not saying that. Maybe they could have. Maybe they, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But the point is, all their games have been relatively close, and for them to be laying 7 on the road seems like too many points to me. And if Heineke does play, I think Heineke is actually a pretty good quarterback. I don't think he's great, but I think he's just a little bit below average. I don't think he's horrible. I think he's just a slightly below average quarterback. And if he plays, I think he'll do a good enough job with Harbaugh and Greg Roman's system to keep it close. Jim Harbaugh. He's gonna have these guys dialed in. He always does. Motivation level is always going to be high. Belief level is always going to be high. And, whether it's college or NFL, he's a great coach. And the defense on the teams that he runs is always good. And I expect it to just be, an ugly game. He likes to run the ball. So that's going to kill a lot of clock. It's going to make it harder for KC to run away with the lead. Ball control kind of a game, play good defense. Yes, it sucks that Derwin James is out. They suspended him. Because this league is super soft, and it is what it is. The NFL loves the Chiefs. So look, I'm not saying the Chargers are going to win this game. I think whether it's Mahomes doing well or the refs bailing him out, whichever one of those prevails, I think it'll be enough for the Chiefs to win this game. But I think the refs in the NFL only care about the Chiefs winning. I don't think they necessarily care about the Chiefs covering. So. 7 points is way too many points. I think the Chiefs are going to squeak and weasel another one out with a field goal. I say Chiefs probably win this game by a field goal. But I think the coaching on LA, and whether it's Herbert or Heineke, I feel good with both of those options, that they're viable enough to keep this game tight, alive, solid running game, and just play sound defense. I do know that they have some O-line injuries as well that are important, but I am confident in Harbaugh that he is going to put together a scheme and put his guys in good position to execute well, knowing all the injuries that they do have. So I do like the Chargers in this one. I think 7 points is way too much. Official pick, Chargers +7, minus 105 unit, or 1 unit play. A unit is 1% of your bankroll. It is a value bet, so never bet more than you can afford to lose. You never have to bet these picks. Not financial advice, yada, yada, yada. Let's have a great weekend, boys. I think that's it for us for picks this week. Per usual, we will do a recap video next week to see how we did. Hopefully, we do as good as last week or even better. Last week, we went 4-2. It was our best weekend of the season, so hopefully we can start to pile up on top of that. I'm probably look like I'm sweating all these videos. My AC went out, so it has been a hot day in the house here, so is what it is. That's it, boys. I will catch you next week. Peace.